So y'all, my mom is hilarious. I walked past her this morning, and you know, I'm doing like my Baddies with Eczema thing. She was like, Chronicles of a Girl with Eczema. No, Chronicles of Eczema Girl. And I'm just like, that's lucky tough. I mean, honestly, she kind of ate with that one just a little bit. I'm not gonna tell her that, but she really got out. It was hilarious. It was funny, but I like that. So I'm probably gonna use that interchangeably when talking about my skincare and all that other good stuff. But yeah, it's a lot smoother today. It's not as inflamed. This one like immediately crossed it over. But also, I just wanted to talk about the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. A couple years ago, I think when my skin first got bad, like I've had eczema all my life, but it was just one point where like I was going out in the sun. I was doing my walks. I was either in like junior senior year of college, or I had like just recently graduated, but I would be doing my walks and I was constantly like breaking out from the sun, the heat, all that. That's why like I low-key call myself a sun dodger, because my eczema don't want me out in the sun for real. But yeah, so it got to a point where like every night I was constantly inflamed and scratching, and like I would wake up with blood in bed just because my skin was so bad. And like I think at that point I was still using the stuff I'm using now. I don't know, but like I don't know what was happening. I don't know what I was using. I thought I was using it, but basically I used the Aveeno eczema baby cream or whatever, the one with the little light blue top, and then I used Aquaphor. But that stuff is kind of expensive. Like to use both of that is $20-something, along with steroid cream that's $10 with insurance. If you don't have insurance, it could be like $30 or something. A lot more expensive. But point is, this eczema stuff, it can get expensive, like really expensive, if you are having flare-ups. So the reason I am trying to make my own lotion or reverse engineer Aveeno is to really just see how I can make stuff cheaply, like good healing stuff cheaply. That was my car doing this little thing. It's a little safety notification. But yeah, that's really the goal, is not only to prevent flare-ups and like reduce the amount of flare-ups I have, because unfortunately, as y'all can see, it's gonna happen. It's also to reduce like the amount of time that I have like open sores and they weep and bleed, and you know, making sure it doesn't get too bad. So part of it is preventative, part of it is when you can't prevent it, how do we quickly heal it? Because yeah, if I'm gonna be a baddie with eczema, I can't be out here like this. So yeah, but yeah, that's why I'm making the skincare that I am. So the lotions and the soap, and I'm gonna be making more soap this weekend, because I think I'm down to my last 2 bars, and I just want to go ahead and make it so I don't run out and have to like use Dove, which Dove is great. Dove sensitive skin is great. But yeah, I'm just trying to, I like to make my own stuff, because again, it's left me softer than Dove ever has. And it's not stripping, it's still very conditioning and moisturizing. But I'm gonna use the rest of the lye that you're supposed to use. I think it's sodium, but I'm gonna use the rest of that lye so I can make some hard bars. But I do want to get into making like the ones that come in the pump. I'm very excited to see how that goes and how that works out. So yeah, stay tuned with Chronicles of Eczema Girl. But yeah, also something I wanted to bring up. I will be going into, like, when I made my lotion the last time, I just kind of gave you a brief overview of like the lotions and, well, not the lotions, but the oils I used and the herbs. But also I want to talk about like the ceramides and like vitamin E and like all the other stuff that I put in there, just so y'all know what it is and what it does. So like, you know, CeraVe or CeraVe or whatever, they have their own stuff. Aveeno, they have, CeraVe uses ceramides, Aveeno uses, I think it's called Avena Sativa or Aveno Sativa, something like that, but it comes from oats. Basically also it's like oatmeal bath, so that's kind of what you can do. So if you don't have the money to go and get Aveeno, you can take oatmeal baths, and it's not necessarily going to be the same, but it has some of the same properties and it's going to help. So it's really trying to find dupes in this very expensive world. But yeah, I'm very excited to take y'all on this journey with me of just trying to heal my skin for the long term. Yeah, but I'm gonna be giving y'all my recommendations and the stuff that I do use. So after this video I'm gonna post a video of what my skin is looking like today after all the stuff that I used last night and that other good stuff, just so y'all can see like, oh, what works for me. But also, this stuff works for me. I didn't go to a dermatologist. If your eczema is bad and it's chronic, go to a dermatologist first. You know, if you can't afford a dermatologist, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is stuff that works for me, and it could work for you. It could not. But yeah, I'm not about to be held liable for that stuff. But I just want to throw that out there as a disclaimer. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a scientist. I ain't no doctor. I'm just Makia, a girl with eczema who does, you know, who has been to a dermatologist and, you know, work with that kind of stuff. And I'm honestly trying to stay away from steroids as much as I can. So I'm still using the steroid cream, but I'm trying to like wean off of it. So I only use it when it gets bad, but when it's not bad, I don't use it. But yeah, bye for real now.